Howdy y'all, my name is Caroline and welcome to my bookshelf tour. So I am the newest member here on the Youtini video team, and I thought I would let y'all get to know me a little bit by taking a tour of my Star Wars section of my bookshelf. So just a quick history on my experience with reading Star Wars books. I actually didn't start until this past January with Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule. So my collection isn't terribly extensive, but I've definitely been working hard on it for the past several months, and it's gotten to a place that I feel pretty good about right now. As you can kind of see just from here, I have 2 shelves worth of Star Wars books. I know that there are a lot of people who have entire shelving units, entire rooms dedicated just to Star Wars books. Some of those people are even members of our Youtini team, but I'm feeling pretty good about the start I have so far. Now, a quick note on how my books are organized. So, book organization is a huge passion of mine, and I truly can't even tell you how many times I've redone my bookshelf, even just redone my Star Wars shelves. But I'm a big fan of where they're at right now, so I thought I would let y'all take a look. I do currently have the 2 shelves separated between Legends and Canon, kind of. Actually, half of my Legends shelf is also Canon, but you'll see when I go through. So my first organization category is Legends and Canon, and then my second kind of top category is size. It really pleases me when books look good aesthetically on a bookshelf, and I think size plays a huge factor. It's a criminally underrated organization system. A lot of people like to use color. Size is so much better than color. I literally have so many capital T thoughts about bookshelf organization. If you'd like to talk about it, please comment down below how you organize your bookshelf. I would love to know and either praise you or roast you based on how you organize your bookshelves, because everyone has their own way, which is fine, but there are some more correct ways than others. But anyway, we're not here to talk about bookshelf organization, we're here to talk about Star Wars books. So, I will take y'all through and give you a tour of my Star Wars bookshelf. Okay, so first we'll start with my stack of Legends hardbacks. So starting on top, I have all 3 novelizations of the prequel movies. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace by Terry Brooks, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones by R.A. Salvatore, and Revenge of the Sith by Matthew Stover. So far, I've only read The Phantom Menace, but I plan to get to the other 2 very soon. Next, I have the Darth Bane trilogy in hardback. I know nothing about this trilogy. I just hear it's one you have to read, so it's pretty high on my Legends TBR. So first up, we have Darth Bane and the Path of Destruction, then Darth Bane Rule of 2, lastly Darth Bane Dynasty of Evil, and then on the bottom there's Legacy of the Force Sacrifice by Karen Travis. This is actually a signed copy that I found in a used bookstore in Washington, D.C. So then I actually have a copy of William Shakespeare's Star Wars, just like a Shakespearean version of Episode 4. I found this at an antique store and I just could not pass it up. I think it was like $5. I started listening to the audiobook the other day. I didn't get very far, but I just knew that this was something I'd be reading pretty soon. I think I'm gonna find it really entertaining. Then we move into my Legends paperback collection. So first I believe these are the first 3 books in the Young Jedi Knights series: Shadow Academy, Heirs to the Force, and The Lost Ones. Then Jedi Search by Kevin J. Anderson, The Lando Calrissian Adventures by L. Neil Smith, The Han Solo Adventures by Brian Daley, Heir to the Empire by Timothy Zahn, X-Wing Rogue Squadron by Michael A. Stackpole, Tales from the New Republic. Then I have my other Legacy of the Force book, Bloodlines, by Karen Travis as well. And then I have this original novelization of Episode 4 from 1976. Found this secondhand, was super happy to find it, can't wait to read through it. So then, between my Legends collection and the start of my canon, I have a couple of action figures. I have Kanan from Star Wars Rebels. I've lost his lightsaber, he fell, it crashed somewhere, I have no idea where it is, but he stays on the bookshelf. And then I also have the Bo-Katan Black series in her box right behind him. So then moving into canon, there's Black Spire by Delilah S. Dawson, Dark Disciple by Christy Golden, Aftermath by Chuck Wendig, A New Dawn by John Jackson Miller, and Bloodline by Claudia Gray. Then we move into my comic book collection, more or less. So at first I have this Clone Wars graphic novel called Crash Course, then a single issue of Captain Phasma, Star Wars The High Republic issue number 7, and Dr. Aphra issue number 25. Then I have the first 2 trade paperbacks of Dr. Aphra from her 2016 run. Then I have Shattered Empire, Journey to the Force Awakens, and Princess Leia. And then I have this book called ABC3PO. It's really, really cute. My brother and sister-in-law are actually expecting a baby, and so I bought this in full anticipation of indoctrinating her very, very early. I plan on reading this to her a lot. It's actually really funny. It's a very entertaining book. And then lastly on the shelf, I have the prequel trilogy, all as a graphic novel. This book is stunning. I haven't gotten to make my way all the way through it yet, but I'm super excited to do so. Okay, moving down to my canon shelf. We'll start on the same end that we did with the Legends shelf. So we have my one tall hardback canon book, which is Resistance Reborn by Rebecca Roanhorse. Then we have The Princess Diarist by Princess Leia herself, Carrie Fisher. We have the first 2 books in the Queen's trilogy, Queen's Peril and Queen's Shadow by E.K. Johnston. I do keep these in like story chronological order. I know that Queen's Shadow came out first, but it takes place after Queen's Peril, plus the colors on my bookshelf just work out better this way. I know I said color isn't the most important, but I didn't say it was not important. So then there's Most Wanted by Ray Carson, A Crash of Fate by Zoraida Cordova, and Force Collector by Kevin Schnick. And then front facing, we have Lost Stars by Claudia Gray, The Goat. I needed to have that cover facing out. It's stunning. It's my favorite Star Wars book I've read, one of my favorite books I've read of all time, so it gets the star treatment. Then we're into my canon paperbacks, so Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston, Thrawn Ascendancy Chaos Rising by Timothy Zahn, Leia, Princess of Alderaan by Claudia Gray, a criminally underrated book, and Rebel Rising by Beth Revis. And then we have my couple of Rey figurines, so I have a Funko Pop there, and then one of her Black Series figures with little BB-8. He's so cute. I'm not a huge action figure collector, but I do like to grab the ones of some of my favorite characters, and Rey is one of my favorite characters. So then we move into the High Republic corner. Once again, I just had to have these covers facing forward because they're just too beautiful. I just can't hide them. So right now I just have the adult novels facing front. So we have Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule and The Rising Storm by Kevin Scott. The Light of the Jedi is a standard edition, but The Rising Storm, that is actually the Target edition. I do have the standard one as well, but it's being lent out to a friend right now. And then on the very end, I have Out of the Shadows by Justina Ireland and Into the Dark by Claudia Gray. Now I will show you kind of an overall view of this bookshelf. This one unit is solely my fantasy and sci-fi shelf. It is my favorite genre, so it makes sense that it takes up this huge piece of furniture. So with that, hope you enjoyed my bookshelf tour. I thought it would, again, let y'all get to know me a little bit, seeing as I'm the newbie around here. Make sure and check out all of our links in the description below. We have affiliate links to buy books. We have all of our social media you can follow us on. We also have our Discord linked below, which I would highly recommend. Speaking of being a noob, my name there is Jocasta Noob. So if you want to reach out, do so there. I love our Discord community. I hang out there basically all day, every day. You can catch me in the High Republic channel a good bit. Even if I'm not always posting, I'm lurking in that channel constantly. I know this is a bit different of style of video that you're used to seeing from Youtini, but we're hoping to incorporate some more of this casual content. So if you have any recommendations or suggestions or just videos you'd like to see, please let us know down in the comments below. We'd really appreciate your feedback on that. So thanks for letting me show off my books. I hope to see y'all around soon. May the Force be with you.